Do you feel old yet? Welcome everybody, I'm Sitback Reviews, and today we are going back to the arcades for some good old Metal Slugs 3. But before anything, if you are new, please support the channel by subscribing for more reviews and gaming. Now, let's go spend this week's allowance. Disclaimer, I am playing the Nintendo Switch version.
You're a phony!
I'm running on a budget here, and I need those infinite lives. But like always, let's start with the story. The good guys fight the bad guys. Okay, there's a little more. Strike Force has to take down General Morden's army. It's the usual, but this time things get funky. When Strike Force reaches the final battle with General Morden and defeats him, General Morden reveals his true identity. He was an alien! Nah, I'm kidding, he was just kidnapped. Speaking of kidnapped, player 1 gets captured and taken away. So the next member is like,
I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
And storms off into space with the help of Morden's army. This is an iconic moment because the enemies and the heroes join forces to fight the bigger threat.
Did we just become best friends? Yep!
As both teams fight their way through the ship, they save General Morden, who's screaming his ass off. Then, the Strike Force member in a cloning incubator. Shit hits the fan really fast, and the aliens are losing. So Strike Force makes their escape, when suddenly the zombified leader swoops down for the final showdown, leading to the climactic fight, as Strike Force finishes the alien threat. This story could be false, because it's not told to you. You just kind of learn from the locations and the events happening, and interpret it in your own way. But if there's an actual story to this game, please tell me in the comments below so I know, and I can delete my Reddit post on it. So past the story, I gotta talk about the gameplay, because SNK had a solid formula before, but improved it greatly with their third installment. Now, Metal Slug 3 is a run and gun game. You go from left to right, shooting anything in your path. But in Metal Slug 3, the new game changer is branching paths. At some point in a mission, the player is offered two different roads to take. Each road has their own difficulties and enemies, offering more change and playability to Metal Slug 3. But if you can't decide, just follow your gut.
All I know is my gut says maybe.
But speaking of difficulty, you're going to die a lot in this game. Keep in mind this was an arcade cabinet, and SNK needed their moolah.
Money.
Now, the game isn't super difficult, especially with infinite lives now, so it's still fun and challenging to play. Oh yeah, I forgot something.
Heavy machine gun.
This line is so memorable, even if you never played Metal Slugs, you've heard it somewhere. And it's a perfect transition to talk about the guns. There's a unique line of artillery to use, such as lasers, flamethrowers, and so on. All the guns are fun to use and can help in certain situations. To obtain the guns, you have to save these hobo-looking guys. I don't know who they are, but as long as they got the goods, it ain't a problem. There's already a good chunk of fun to back up Metal Slugs 3, but I haven't even touched on my 3 other points. First being the locations and enemies. Each mission has a set theme to it that is fresh and new. With branching paths, there's more venues to check out. Also adding to the stew the funky new enemies like crabs, zombies, and plants.
Oh my.
Plus the fact that each of these locales are accompanied by a pretty banger soundtrack. Lastly is the charm. The sprites are funny and expressive. And the creme de la creme is the fact that your character can change. Like eating too much food gets you fat, but stronger shots. Also, getting gooped by a zombie gets you zombified and lets you do this. Oh, and I can't forget the snowman. But with all this pop on an arcade cabinet that is now playable on a plethora of consoles, Metal Slug 3 has proven it's an amazing game for beginners and veterans who are interested in the run and gun genre. And I would say, out of all the Metal Slugs, start with Metal Slugs 3. It's charming, challenging, but most of all, fun.
Mission complete.
Thank you everybody for watching. I also want to know in the comments below if you're a big time Metal Slug fan, and which game was your first. Also, if you are new, please support the channel by subbing and following me on social media. I post stupid shit. But without further ado, I have to go fix my Reddit post now, so adios amigos.